That Damn Alaskan, Tina G, Cecile Kazemi, Veronica Tello, and me, BDD in the Heezy. Kathleen Cross, Ness from Connecticut, Misha Oliver, Monique Lee, Valerie G, Colin Forsex. Matt Meehan, damn you. Karen Purdy from Newton Falls, Ohio. Bernadette, Stella Baxter, Samantha Hawkins, Cha-Cha, the Trump Reaper, Stephanie L., Debbie Neiman, Sandra from Paramount, California, Eddie G., Lee Saunders, Cindy C. Welcome to another episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, aka BrooklynDad, and this is Storytime. Damn you, Matt. Wait. Gling, gling. Matt, I am still grinning like an idiot here. That was funny. Thank you for that. I see Wojo Mama's here. Phyllis Hatch, Patricia Haverkamp. Happy hump day, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I hope your day is going well and that you have not spent too much time obsessed, as the rest of the country, with the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. We're not discussing that today, just so you know. Not discussing it today. We will discuss it, just not today. What we will discuss is our stories of the day. Stories of the day. Is the GOP finally pulling away from Spanky McDumbass? We shall discuss. Now you can finally edit your tweets, but it's gonna cost you. What has two slimy heads, lies all the time, and just got subpoenaed? Stay tuned. Name that TV bar / cafe is today's guessing game. And last but not least, in today's You Raggedy Bish, we have Raggedy Paul Gosar. I see you there, Sylvia Correa. Welcome to you. Gavin Rutherford has entered the room. Stephanie Rivas is here as well. Wilbur McCarthy, Mommy 4B4 is here. Paula Freitas, I see you. Jen Murphy, Samantha Hawkins, Stella Baxter. Very good. Jen Murphy, I don't know if I got you already in the intro. I'm getting you again. Yeah. So we got some stuff going on today, and let's get a start on our random chill tunes. Here we go. So yesterday, Kellyanne Conway was in the news. Hello, Olivia. I see you. Welcome. She was in the news because she had more alternative facts for the world. You know, for those of us who were not paying attention to the entirety of the pandemic that began in 2020. She said, I worked in that White House for 4 years. We never even heard of such a thing, a supply chain crisis. She says, there was no supply chain crisis. Now, I don't know if she was just intentionally trolling us or she thinks that Americans are so stupid we won't remember what was merely just, last year. But, most of the internet, chimed in with their own receipts. They had receipts, showing, there was plenty of supply chain issues. And it wasn't just toilet paper and hand sanitizer. It was meats. Let's see, what else do I have here? Any number of supplies that you would normally find on the shelves in a supermarket, grocery store, in a Costco or a Walmart. The only thing that was always plentiful in supply was Dasani bottled water. Nobody wants anything to do with Dasani. That shit tastes awful. It tastes awful. I'm sorry if you're a fan of Dasani. If I hurt your feelings, I'm sorry, but that shit is nasty. It tastes like plastic. Water should not taste like plastic. Hey, I even had my own receipt, a video receipt in which I didn't have all of this. Take a look.
Afternoon at the ShopRite, and it's not looking good.
That's me.
A very different situation than about a month ago, the last time I videoed myself inside.
You look so young.
These shelves are bare. There's like no orange juice. I think I got the last gallon of milk. And, it's a little bit of a scary feeling here. A lot of the shelves are empty of stuff. Go down every aisle, you'll see there's no tomato paste.
He looks like a baby.
Most tomato paste and tomato sauce. It's crazy. And right now, all I want to do is get out of here. I've got the essentials. Afternoon at the ShopRite.
There it is. That was me on April 14th when the pandemic was brand new and we were just getting adjusted to the notion that our neighbors, our very own neighbors and co-workers were shitheads and assholes for hoarding all this toilet paper and stuff like that. Hey, Scribble My Dibbles, I see you there. What kind of mask was that? That was a pink mask. It was very uncomfortable. And I had shaved most of this off, and I left the goatee so that I could fit the mask on my face. And now I just have a big ass mask, as Malik tells me. It's the biggest mask I've ever seen. Okay. I want to talk about this show. This show I've been watching. It's streaming on Hulu. It's called Why the Last Man. This was originally a comic book. It was based off of a comic book, and I fell off from watching it a little bit because the main character was irritating as hell. And my buddy Kevin explained to me, he was like, "Oh no, yeah, he's supposed to be stupid." So I'm not sure if that makes it any easier to follow the show, but it really is. It's interesting. It's fascinating because a lot of it is plausible. In the same way, when you watch a show like The Handmaid's Tale, that shit is plausible because people are horrible when they should be the opposite in times of crisis. One time in my life, I saw people kind of come together. They banded together. They left their differences to the side that was 9/11. 9/11. That was a serious crisis. A lot of people, they just rolled up their sleeves and they got busy to trying to rescue people from the pile at Ground Zero. But anyway, this, I think, as I explained to you before, everybody or all the men on Earth just die. They start vomiting blood and they die. Everyone except for this guy. His name is Yorick. Yorick and his male capuchin monkey, they both survived, and nobody seems to know why, how it happened. Hello, Lisa Hathaway. I see you there. I see you. It just happened, and in the aftermath, people are trying to figure out what's happening, what happened, who's in power now, how do we function, how do we put our society back together, because, you know, all of a sudden, all the men all at once just gone. That means planes were falling out of the sky. That means that military armies and navies are decimated. So anyway, this guy Yorick, he was not a remarkable person, but he is the son of the woman who ended up ascending to the presidency as a result of, you know, the chain of command. You know, like everybody ahead of her just died. I think she might have been the Speaker of the House. Excuse me. And so him being the last surviving guy, it makes him valuable, highly valuable, because he could help save humanity. Scribble My Dibbles wants to know, who will take out the trash now? It's true. I do consider that. That's my job. My job is trash. So he, in his genes, he holds the key to unlock the mystery of how to bring the world back from the brink of extinction. If you have no men, you know, no sperm, nothing, no Y chromosomes, that's it. So the president sends this woman here, who is like a very skilled assassin. She sends her to save her son, to get him to safety, kind of like as a bodyguard. And meanwhile, the president is trying to consolidate power, and she's holed up at the Pentagon, but there's a coup. There's an actual coup going on. And the previous 2 episodes I just watched, I was like, oh shit, that's January 6th. If the participants of January 6th knew just a little bit what they were doing, if they were competent, they were competent, that coup would have been pulled off, and we'd be looking at a very different America now. But anyway, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. There is some good drama here, and then the last track that they follow is this strange group of women that they were in a home for abused women. And this lady here she was like a Kmart employee, and she had a strong personality, and she convinced all the women there that men were the enemy. It's good that they're gone, and anybody who mourns the loss of men is a traitor. And she really like created her own little cult there, and they're trying to kidnap the last guy. So it's an interesting, very interesting show. If you're looking for good, riveting drama, you could do worse than to check this out. Hey, Sherry Scary's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. And that is that for our random stuffs. random stuffs. And now it's time for our quick hits. Yeah! Yeah, you son of a bee! Aaron Davis is with us. He says, hello. Hello, Aaron Davis. And Cindy C with a very helpful reminder to please remember to hit that like button. It looks like a thumbs up as I'm showing you here. If you see that thumbs up, please hit it. It helps this show in no small way. Thank you for that. All right, quick hits. Twitter Blue. All of a sudden, yesterday, many people, I'm not sure if every Twitter user, but many Twitter users suddenly had access to a new subscription, paid subscription service. And you're thinking, what? Why would I pay for Twitter when I can get it for free? What is this nonsense? I mean, I don't think anybody is anybody even paying for Facebook or Instagram? No, right? No, I don't think so. But it's there. If you click on the upper left icon, you know, if you're looking on your phone, right? In the upper left, there should be an icon of your profile. Click on that, and a little menu will pop out, and you'll see the option for Blue. And it says here, get more out of Twitter, access exclusive features at our introductory price when you subscribe to Twitter Blue today. They want $3 per month. $3 a month for the right to finally be able to edit your tweets, apparently. You got to edit. You can edit your tweets. You can also undo your tweets. Apparently, after you hit send, they give you like a timer, and then when that timer runs out, you no longer can undo that tweet. But during the time, something like that. So forget to tag someone. Yeah, you can undo it. Also, if you've ever gone to a tweet and you see like it's a very super long thread, you know, it's got like 20 different tweets to the thread, it will put it all together in an easy to read format, similar to what Thread Reader does for a lot of people. If you use bookmarks, which I've started using in the past year or so, you can create folders for your bookmarks so you can categorize. They didn't give me a free preview, and I'm not trying to pay. You know, I don't do well with those subscription services because you forget you forget to unsubscribe. I can't be bothered with that. No free preview for me. So the bookmark folders, you can create folders for your bookmarks. It's pretty self-explanatory. Custom navigation, so you can add different icons to your navigation of the Twitter thing. And there are 300 news services that you can get without ads. Now, this is not going to get you past the paywall. You still have to, like, if you don't subscribe to the Washington Post, you need to subscribe to them to get a view of their articles without ads. But yeah, so that, and a big one, I guess, is that you can upload much longer videos, 10 minutes long. Right now, it's 2 minutes and 20 seconds is the maximum length of a video you can upload. If you subscribe to Twitter Blue, it's 10 minutes. So, do it at your own risk. I'm not gonna do it. Next up, over the past 4 years, we've heard a variety of people in the Trump orbit describe Spanky McDumbass in very colorful terms. We have Rex Tillerson Rex Tillerson, who was previously the Secretary of State, described Trump as an effing moron. Effing moron. The guy face palming himself there is John Kelly, who was at one point described, General John Kelly, who was at one point described as Trump's babysitter and was his chief of staff. He also described Trump as an idiot. Idiot! And then yesterday, again, we learned that Ann Coulter believes that Trump is abjectly stupid. Well, this is obvious, Miss Broken Clock, who is right twice a day. Yeah. Yeah. But this is interesting, and we're going to get into this a little bit more. This is indicative of a slow-moving exodus away from Orange Mussolini, the Cheeto Mussolini. Eddie G says she can't believe she retweeted Ann Coulter. Excuse me. So, more subpoenas have been issued again as of yesterday. And those subpoenas include some of your favorite Trump administration monsters like Kayleigh McEnany and Stephen Miller, the Mr. and Mrs. The Mr. and Mrs. Propaganda of the Trump administration. Horrible people. I don't imagine that even if they do comply with the subpoenas, that anything they have to offer is going to be of any value, because I don't believe either of them have the ability to tell the truth, whether it's under oath or whatever. I don't know. I mean, everybody's got their own survival instinct. So if it pays for them to tell the truth, maybe they will, but I wouldn't hold my breath on that. Lee Saunders said, same person without the wig. Yes. In addition to that, we also learned that there were 13 members of the Trump administration who were guilty of, violating the Hatch Act. And fun fact, those 13 also include Stephen Miller and Kayleigh McEnany up there in the upper right. Yeah, all guilty of violating the Hatch Act, which says that in your official White House capacity, you are not permitted to do any campaigning. So they did, and they will not be held accountable, because they can only be held accountable while that administration is still in office. It's some bullshit. We are seeing some slow rolling justice, and it's very unsatisfying. I'll tell you honestly, I'm getting sick and tired of these reports coming out saying, these 13 people violated the Hatch Act. You're going to hold them responsible? No, we can't. So, anyway, that's it for the quick hits. Let us jump right on into our timeline cleanse. Timeline cleanse. Scribble My Dibble says, it's like the Zamboanga coming towards Austin Powers. Oh, the Zambini. Wait, is it the Zambini? It's not the Zambini? Whatever. Yeah, slow motion. That's right. Your boy Ken is here. Better late than never, my friend. Welcome. All right, what do we have first? So every once in a while, we see something that happens in pop culture, be it a TV show or a movie. Zamboni. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Zamboni. Every once in a while, we see something in pop culture that is so on the money, so spot on, it becomes a meme. Similar to that scene from Austin Powers with the Zamboni moving so slowly, like that. We see these things all the time. That's where we get these gifts, right? We get these fantastic gifts that sum up exactly what we want to say. So just the other day, I found one of these memes that became a GIF from the show Dexter that tickled my funny bone. And so I have a surprise for you.
Supplies, motherfucker. Some fries, motherfucker. Disguise, motherfucker. Some pies, motherfucker. All rise, motherfucker. Wrong size, motherfucker. First prize, motherfucker. Hard eyes, motherfucker. Rude eyes, motherfucker. Fries, motherfucker. Supplies, motherfucker. Some fries, motherfucker. Disguise, motherfucker. Some pies, motherfucker. All rise, motherfucker. Wrong size, motherfucker. First prize, motherfucker. Hard eyes, motherfucker. Rude eyes, motherfucker. Fries, motherfucker.
I love that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Dexter is coming back, I think, for a new season. Let's see. I fell off after season 6, and then I didn't catch up because people told me that the final season, the finale, was garbage, so I didn't want to waste my time. All right, next up we have oh, this is an interesting thing here. So, climate change, climate change is very important, and people are constantly looking for new ways to bring attention to the urgent need to address climate change. Well, climate change doesn't only affect people in low-lying areas that are like by the sea. Hello, Sheila McGinnis. I see ya. Oh, I see a nasty troll there. Ooh, that's disgusting. Hang on. Let me just hide this one. Yeah, all right. I can't hide that. Boy, some people are nasty. Excuse me. So, no. Oh yeah. So, other people that are affected by climate change are Syrian refugees, and in this next clip, it demonstrates one very clever way of bringing that to everyone's attention. That is a 10-foot puppet. 3.5 meters, I believe, is 10 feet. It was the UN Climate Change Conference. Glasgow. Yeah, it does kind of look like the Squid Game doll. It was interesting. I just thought I would share that with you. Glasgow. Oh, thank you. Glasgow. Let's go, Glasgow. This next one, some of you, if you were watching Rachel Maddow last night, you may have seen this ad. This ad for voting rights, and it's called electile dysfunction.
Is your democracy flaccid? Trouble maintaining a strong coalition? Tired of the parade of disappointing performances? Then you might be one of the 330 million Americans suffering from electile dysfunction.
I get all excited about a new bill.
The debate gets all hot and heated.
We'll move things to the floor.
And right when we're about to achieve a joint resolution, bam.
Total government shutdown.
Premature capitulation.
I don't know. Every time I get an election, I think maybe this time will be different.
Filibustering just doesn't make me feel good anymore.
It's Mark
It's
Ruffalo.
embarrassing, okay?
Fortunately, there's the Freedom to Vote Act.
The Freedom to Vote Act?
What's the Freedom to Vote Act?
The Freedom to Vote Act, what does that mean?
The Freedom to Vote Act ends your tired, sagging, floppy relationship with politics by making Election Day a holiday across the country, banning gerrymandering, expanding voter access, increasing integrity, blocking foreign interference, empowering everyday citizens, and healing our democracy.
Now my election is rock solid.
That's the dude.
Everywhere.
Oh, it works everywhere.
And it's safe.
It used to take me forever to find the location. To vote.
But with the FTVA, we have all day to get to the polls,
And it only takes 2 minutes.
which I prefer, honestly.
The Freedom to Vote Act is only for democracies healthy enough for electoral activity. Talk to your representative if you are experiencing greased palms, lined pockets, dictators, neo-fascists, or other pre-existing conditions, as you may not be healthy enough for the FTVA. Passing FTVA may cause an increase in being heard, power, a full expression of your inalienable rights, representation, and array of federal conditions.
The banana.
That last over 4 hours. Call your senator, as they have not passed the FTVA. Talk to your senator about the Freedom to Vote Act and demand safer and more satisfying elections today. Is your democracy?
That was done by the group Represent Us. It is easily one of the best political ads I've ever seen. That was just fantastic. And it's on my timeline somewhere. I tweeted it out last night. Mark Ruffalo actually put his star power behind that. Chacha's asking who wrote it. I'm not sure who wrote it, but I know I got a message yesterday about it, and they asked if I could help share it, and I was like, yeah, boom, sign me up. So, yeah, check that out. Give it a retweet or two. And yes, that's it for our timeline, a cleanse. And next up, we have our main topic of the day. Unfollow. Unfollow Trump. Yeah, there seems to be a slow-moving trend to slowly edge. The GOP is trying to slowly edge themselves away from him. It may be too late. I think the damage may already be done. And I don't mean follow him in the Twitter sense. I mean just in the political sense, you know. And it's not as if they haven't tried already. There's people in the GOP who have tried to quit him, you know, who have taken shots straight across the bow. For instance, Lindsey Graham. This one never gets old because it just didn't age well at all. Or actually, it did. It says, if we nominate Trump, we will get destroyed and we will deserve it. Now, they haven't yet been destroyed, but yeah, the GOP is a shell of their former selves, just like Lindsey Graham. I mean, Lindsey Graham was like this, was best buds. That's right, Jamie. I can't quit you. He cannot quit Trump. Now, this was a guy who saw what the rest of us saw, and then suddenly, almost overnight, he changed his tune. He did a complete 360 or 180, whatever. And now he is a lapdog. He's Lindsey Lapdog Graham. And here's another one. Here's Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz could not stand Donald Trump. Could not stand him. Why? Could have had something to do with the fact that Trump dissed his father, dissed his wife publicly in front of the world. And what did Ted do? Did he punch him in the mouth? No, he brought him in close for an embrace. Yeah, not only did he do that, but he got himself on the phone and started making phone calls for Trump. What a bum. What a cowardly, spineless bum. Hey, Audrey, you too. I see you there. And, I guess they hung in there with him because they believed that he would be able to deliver enough wins for the GOP that it would make selling their souls worth it. So, yeah, they did get that tax cut for the rich, which we see them celebrating right there. But they didn't get much else. They got somebody who was chaotic, who was racist, who damaged their brand, who always said the stupidest things on his mind, who oversaw 500,000 or 600,000 people dying from COVID on his watch. And even after he left office, you would think while he's okay, they're hanging with him because he's still in office, but after he leaves office, clearly he's gonna have waning influence. They're gonna easily distance themselves from him, right? Wrong. Here's Kevin McCarthy bending the knee to him at Mar-a-Lago. But recently, in the past month or two, we're seeing a change, a shift, and it's subtle, and it's kind of quiet, but it's happening. It's definitely happening. Make no mistake, he is losing supporters. He is getting smaller in stature. Yeah. Even his rallies, they don't have the same zip to them anymore. They don't. No. People still line up for them and they'll stand in the rain for them. But overall, you'll see people leaving early. You'll hear a lot of weird, awkward silences. Liz Cheney broke from Trumpdom early this year when she decided that she was going to be a part of the January 6th select committee. And she decided that, she would vote to impeach Trump. Yeah. And she is clearly unbothered, unintimidated by the crowds. And there are crowds. They've had Matt Gaetz go out to her state to try to get people riled up against her. But she's taking a stand regardless. She and Adam Kinzinger, who's actually no longer running. Here's Glenn Youngkin. Now, this one is very interesting because there was nothing that Trump wanted more than to give his endorsement to Glenn Youngkin. Why? Because it looked at the time as though Glenn Youngkin had the wind behind his back, and it looked like he was going to win before the election. And, of course, Spanky wants to put his stamp on somebody who's obviously going to win. But Glenn Youngkin was like, no, I don't want it. I don't want your endorsement. Now, I'm not saying all politicians in 2022 are going to follow this blueprint. But Uh, it definitely is a blueprint, and there are going to be vulnerable senators, vulnerable members of the House who need a win but don't need a Trump, and this is going to be interesting to watch. Even Chris Christie, he was the go get me some Big Macs dude. He was the guy. Seriously, Chris Christie was the go fetch me some food boy in the Trump administration. Um, and Chris Christie has recently said uh, to Trump, via the news, he said you need to get away from the big election lie and move on. Now that's basically like saying yo mama, because Trump has sold this election lie. It's all he's got left. He's clinging to it like a life preserver. But even Chris Christie's like, nah, man, come on, move on from it, move on. And he's right. Even though Chris Christie is a hypocrite, he was down with Trump the whole way. He even caught COVID. Chris Christie caught COVID going to Trump's events, unvaccinated, unprotected, and unmasked, all that stuff. Uh, but even Chris Christie knows what time it is. Lisa Murkowski. Lisa Murkowski is running for re-election next year, and the GOP is throwing their support behind her, despite the fact that Trump clearly has someone that he prefers to replace her. Yeah? They're not backing Trump's pick for Senate for Alaska. They are backing Lisa Murkowski. It's very interesting. It's interesting. So what does that mean? And of course, this one, Ann Coulter. She's had her skirmishes with Trump in the past, but again, it's more indicative of a trend. This thing that's happening. People are coming out and letting you know it is okay to separate yourself from Spanky. And what can he do? He doesn't have his Twitter anymore. He doesn't have his Facebook anymore. All he has is certain people that will post things for him, like Liz Harrington, whoever she is, will post his statements on Twitter. But that's it. So his waning influence, what does that mean? Does that mean he is not going to run in 2024? You know what? I don't think he was going to run in 2024. Right now, I don't think he's running in 2024. I didn't think it in the beginning of the year. I think it's even less likely now. He just had another bid to keep his records away from prying eyes rejected by a federal judge. Federal judge says you do not have executive privilege, just because you were at one point the president. You're not the president anymore. You are not a king. They wrote that. You are not a king. And so whatever it is that he's been fighting to keep hidden about January 6th, that's going to come out. And I know it's popular. It's popular for people to say, I'm guilty too, that Merrick Garland is dragging his feet and he's not doing what he needs to. But there's a lot of people who are saying that he is taking his time. He's ensuring that he's got his ducks in a row. So, some days I feel more impatient than others, and I wish this justice thing was moving along more quickly. But I think it is. I think it's moving along, and I don't think he's going to be able to run for president in 2024. I don't even think he wants to be perfectly frank with you. And he's bleeding support, more and more every day. So we shall see. That's all I got to say about Trump no more. He's not going out with a bang. He's going out with a whimper. Yeah. Okay, what's next? We have my favorite part of the show. It is the guessing game. And today's guessing game is name that TV bar / cafe. Aaron Davis wants to know, says, how much you want to bet he'll run in 2028 and crash the stock market the following year? I don't want to bet. Frankly, I can't imagine what would be keeping him alive until 2028. I mean, no. Dude is in horrible shape. All right, so name that TV bar / cafe. How's this one work? Okay, so you've watched TV shows, sitcoms, dramas, and in these shows, there will be a bar or a cafe or a club that the main characters would attend on a regular basis, right? So, for instance, this background on this graphic here is a famous background from some show. I'm not going to say what it is. I will tell you at the end of the show. Okay? When you see the background, give me the name of the club, bar, or cafe. That's what I need. Oh! Calling for sex. Got it right. Matt Meehan says Central Perk. You are correct. That was from Central Perk. Okay. Ready? Here we go. I need the name of, not the name of the show, the name of the bar. Here it is. Here we go. First one. Now, obviously, I've got the characters of the show there, so you know what show it is. But I need the name of the bar. I'm seeing a bunch of guesses that are way off. Okay, I see a few correct answers. I was looking for Always Sunny in Philadelphia's Patty's Pub. I've actually only seen one correct answer for this one, and that is from Wilbur McCarthy. He guesses correctly. It was Patty's Pub. Some of you, like I said, some of you did correctly guess Always Sunny, but I wasn't looking for the name of the show. I was looking for the name of the bar. Patty's Pub. Okay, next up. This is obviously from some popular cartoon. I do not know why I do that circus tune. Okay, that's more like it. I was looking for Moe's Tavern from The Simpsons. The Simpsons. And I got some correct guesses. We got Cindy C, Tracy M, Lee Saunders, Cha-Cha, Ness from Connecticut. I feel like you wanted to guess correctly, but you're off by a few letters. Meredith Powell, Aaron Davis, the Trump Reaper, Eddie G, Jen Murphy, Monique Lee, Gavin Rutherford, Veronica Tello, Wilbur McCarthy, Jamie from Wisconsin, Samantha B, Ness, Scribble My Dibbles, Bernadette, Samantha Hawkins, Monique Lee. Very good. Next up. This one. This one maybe not so easy. I never actually watched this show. I haven't watched this show yet. It might be next on my list of TV sitcoms to catch up to. But I think Scribble My Dibbles was telling me at one point this is a funny show. Yes, it is. It is How I Met Your Mother, but again, looking for the name of the bar, the name of the establishment in which. Wow, look at that, Scribbles! You second on this list. It must have been you telling me about this show. Ooh, it's your all-time favorite. It's my sister's all-time favorite, guys. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you now. The name is McLaren's, and we got some correct guesses from Samantha B, Scribble My Dibbles, Samantha Hawkins, Cha-Cha, Bernadette, Sylvia Correa. There we go. That's it. Okay, next up. Yes, you are right. These are not easy, Luciel. You are correct. And it's because I have respect for this audience that you guys are always on top of your game. Always. You guys really, you're so smart, constantly having to look for new ways to keep you guys entertained and keep you guessing. So far, it's not Jethro Tull. Okay, we got low guessing on this one here. We're looking for the Gem Saloon. Only one person has guessed, and that is Cindy C. Don't feel badly because, like I said, it ain't easy. This is from the show Deadwood. Fantastic show. Only 3 seasons. Definitely worth a watch. It's Samantha Hawkins. Excuse me, Samantha Hawkins also said the Gem Saloon. Okay, next up. Da 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 da. Doom 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 doom. Da 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 da. Doom 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 da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. The very best part of waking up. Where everybody knows your name. Yes, we were looking for Cheers. It is the name of the show and is also the name of the bar. It's a real bar in Boston. And let's see, who is at the top here? Sylvia Correa, followed by Lee Saunders, Meredith Powell, Tracy M., Ness from Connecticut, Samantha B., Monique Lee, Eddie G., Cha-Cha, Gavin Rutherford, Jen Murphy, The Trump Reaper, Kathleen Cross, Veronica Tello, Aaron Davis, Bernadette, the Trump Reaper, Lucy L., Jamie from Wisconsin, Scribble My Dibbles, Wilbur McCarthy says Sam's Place. It is Sam's Place, but it's Cheers. Okay. Now that everybody has gotten their confidence back, let's keep this show going. It seems today that all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV. But where are those good old-fashioned values on which we used to rely? Da 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 da. 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 Laugh and cry. Whip. Cool whip. Cool whip. All right, I think I've seen enough. We were looking for the drunken clam from the show Family Guy. And let's see, who do we got here? At the top, we got Tracy M. Meredith, you're very close. I'm going to give you partial credit for the rusty clam. It's the drunken clam. Cindy C. Aaron Davis. Scribble My Dibbles. Corey Lord. And Cha-Cha. Aaron Davis, the Trump Reaper, partial credit. Ness from Connecticut. Monique Lee. Lucy L. partial. Jamie from Wisconsin. Wilbur McCarthy, partial. Cool whip. Very good. Okay. This next one is an oldie, but a goodie. Dun 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 dun. Wow 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 wow. Dun 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 dun. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Come and knock on our door. We've been waiting for you. Where the kisses are hers and his, three's company too. Come and dance on our floor. Take a step that is new. We all love those faces in your face, three's company too. All right. Cool whip. We were looking for the Regal Beagle from the hit sitcom Three's Company. And who do we have at the top here? We have Meredith Powell at the top, followed by Tracy M., Eddie G., Jen Murphy, Veronica Tello, the Trump Reaper, Cha-Cha, Samantha Hawkins, Monique Lee, Kathleen Cross, Wilbur McCarthy, Loppy Girl, Bernadette, Monique Lee. Lee Saunders wants a beer now. Rest in peace, John Ritter. Okay, very good. Here's the next one. Don't feel bad if you don't get this one. This next one is very tough. Very, very tough. Take a look around. You're gonna look at the actors, and if you're a fan of this popular crime show drama, you know what show this is. You just need to know the name of the bar. The watering hole in which they went to water down their worries. Come and dance on our floor. Take a step that is new. Nobody, huh? I see one person. All right, we're going to keep it moving. One person guessed correctly. This was Kavanaugh's Bar from the hit show on HBO, The Wire. And who got this correctly? It was Cindy C. Has correctly guessed, the only person to guess Kavanaugh's Bar in Baltimore. That's right, Kathleen Cross. Thank you for that. Next up, here we go. The very best part of waking up. All right, this next one. Look at the picture. There's some clues here. There's some clues. There's the guy who's pouring the booze. Right? There's some lady on a pole in the background over there. Gives you some kind of idea where they are, what the name of the place is. And if you don't get it from my accent, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you anymore. Hey, where's Jen and Fat Tony? Where the hell are they anyway, huh? All right. I think I've seen enough already. We was looking for the name of the place. It's the Bada Bing. From The Sopranos, also a very famous HBO show. HBO makes those, cranking out those hits. Okay, at the top here, we got, I'm giving this to you, Samantha Hawkins, because you were off by one letter. I'm giving it to you. It is the Bada Bing. Bada Bing, Bada Boom. Eddie G, partial credit. You said the Bing. Kathleen Cross also said the Bing. Lucy L, Bada Bing. Cindy C, Bada Bing. Sylvia Correa, Bing. Cha-Cha says bling bling. So close. Lisa Hathaway, Bing. That damn Alaskan got it right. Bada Bing. Wilbur McCarthy, Bada Boom, Bada Bing. There you go. There you go. Bernadette, Bada Bing. Valerie G, Bada Bing. Okay, very good, you guys. Very good. Here's the next one. This is another oldie but goodie. Da 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 da. Da, 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 dun, 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 dun. All right, all right, all right. It is not Gene Kelly. I think I've seen enough. I'm calling it. I was looking for the Tropicana, and indeed, you guys did give me the Tropicana, the place where Ricky Ricardo would belt out his songs, My Horse and Carriage, Senora, from the hit show I Love Lucy. And let's see, who's at the top here? At the top, we got Cindy C, followed by Tracy M, Ness from Connecticut. Hey, Rose Cologne, I see you there. Welcome. Monique Lee, Jen Murphy, Karen Purdy, Lucy L, Jamie from Wisconsin, Cha-Cha, Lisa Hathaway, Samantha Hawkins, Trump Reaper, Bernadette, Eddie G, Gavin Rutherford, Wilbur McCarthy, Tina G, okay, very good, you guys. Okay. Next one coming right up. Here we go. Na, 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 na. na 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 na. Da, na, 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 na. Da, na, 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 na. Da, na, 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 na. Da, da, na, da. Boom. All right. I believe I have seen enough. We were looking for Rosie's Bar from the hit show MASH. MASH, which actually at one point had the most watched series finale of all time in history. Fun fact. Okay, I'm not sure it has it anymore. I think it's been beaten since then. It might have been it wasn't Seinfeld. It was Bob Newhart. Was it Bob Newhart's finale or Soprano? I don't know. Anyway, who's at the top here? We got Samantha B, Jen Murphy, Cindy C, Cha-Cha, Eddie G, Samantha Hawkins, Lucille, Tina G, Bernadette, Karen Purdy, Monique Lee, Wilbur McCarthy, Kathleen Cross, Veronica Tello, Valerie G. I gotta say, I am proud. I'm impressed by you guys because there's no way I could have guessed Rosie's. Personally, the only reason I knew this was because I did the game. I put the game together, but I would have never remembered that. Never in a million years. Okay, I got one more to go. This is the last one. Here it is. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, was it Seinfeld, huh? Was it Seinfeld, the Seinfeld finale that beat MASH? That's interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Boom, 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 boom. Did it. Samantha B says, the name is literally on the door and I can't read it. Ha! I knew somebody was going to be able to see it on the window, but not able to read it. Yes, I've seen enough. I was looking for Monks. That is from the, that's from Seinfeld. Monks. And who are we looking at? Who we got at the top here? We got at the top, we got dun, 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 dun. We have Tracy M, followed by Meredith Powell, Jen Murphy, Ness from Connecticut, Cha-Cha, Lucille, Eddie G, Kathleen Cross, Aaron Davis, Bernadette, Samantha Hawkins, that damn Alaskan. Hey, and that's it. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for playing along with Name That TV Bar / Cafe. That was fun for me. I hope it was fun for you too. Maybe not fun for everybody because this one was tough. But don't worry, we're going back to music on Friday, just so you know. Music will be a little bit easier, I think. Maybe. We shall see. So please remember to hit the like button before we jump into You Raggedy Bish. And today's You Raggedy Bish is Rep Paul Gosar.
This is Paul Gosar.
Those boats can be manipulated by the machine.
He's hated by everyone in Arizona, including his own family. He backs the big lie.
To object to the counting of the electoral ballots from Arizona.
He's anti-vax, anti-immigrant, and more dangerous than a Joe Rogan proctology exam.
Joe Rogan, he might be the president of Texas.
Gosar posted this bizarre anti-immigrant video on Twitter in which he appears to be killing AOC and Biden. Twitter left it up despite violating their own standards because it's important people see how Trump's ass parade is a carnival of batshit crazies. Gosar has called for riots in Arizona and was behind the January 6th attack. But the Republican caucus is an asylum.
And you can feel it.
Run by these inmates, Hawley, Green, Beaufort, Getz, and of course, Arizona's own elected orifice,
Acuity.
They are a cancer that humbles COVID. Because while there is a vaccine for this pandemic, this virus won't stop spreading.
Bitch!
Damn right.
I actually agree with you.
We're storming the Capitol. It's a revolution.
Yeah, there are very few people who are as reprehensible and deplorable in that basket of deplorables as Rep. Paul Gosar. This is a member of Congress who literally had his team put together a video show depicting him killing AOC and Joe Biden. And then he posted it. Somehow he still has a Twitter account. Somehow he still has a job in the House of Representatives. Your tax dollars are going to pay whatever the hell amount of money he makes doing that job. I mean, it's bad enough that this guy is one of the main people who participated in the planning of January 6th, the January 6th assault on our Capitol. But he's also a friend of white supremacist Nick Fuentes, and he's dangerous. He's dangerous because he has a platform. He has the legitimacy of his office, and he can continue to spread hate. And, you know, nobody has booted him. I haven't heard any calls from the Republican caucus, from Kevin McCarthy, anybody, even a hint of, we were going to censure him. Maybe not even a censure. You can't even get this guy censured. You know, you and me, if we were to threaten the life of a coworker, not only would we be fired, we'd probably be in jail. And we definitely would lose our Twitter account if we posted that on Twitter. That would be the end. So, yeah. I don't know what more needs to be said about Paul Gosar. I mean, even his family can't stand him. They go on national TV to talk about how bad he is and how much he needs to lose his office. They won't even listen to his family members. It's disgusting. Veronica Teller says she was in Twitter jail for 12 hours for calling McCarthy a liar. That's unreasonable. That is ridiculous. Oi. That's why Paul Gosar is today's You Raggedy Bish. Is Big Bird, Meredith Powell wants to know, is Big Bird still enemy number one, or have they moved on to Scooby-Doo or SpongeBob yet? Good question. They're going to move on. They're going to lurch from, fake controversy to fake controversy. All right. I only got time for one because this show ran a little late for some reason. I did it again. I did it again. Wilbur McCarthy says the Republicans think Twitter is biased towards conservatives, and that is the exact opposite. You are right, Wilbur. I don't know if you saw that show where I was telling you guys, I found an article that says that Twitter did some research into it, and their algorithms favor conservatives. Yep. Let's see. Solid Blue Sister wants to know, BDD, when is it okay for a father not to pay child support? What if the child is conceived due to deception, i.e., a woman gets pregnant on purpose? Should the father have the right to say no? I don't know. I don't think I've ever. I mean, I think the father participated in the act. I think it's not right if he's being tricked, but if he had sex and did not use a condom, all right, maybe she made him believe that she was on birth control, whatever. I don't know. That's a tough one. I think that's up to the two of them to decide. Should the father have the right to say no? It's not his body, Whoa! Oh my goodness. First to Veronica Tello, thank you so much for the donation, and to Cha-Cha for summoning the sticky taco. Thank you, both of you. Thank you for that. But yeah, I don't really know. That's a tough one. It feels more like a personal decision, but ultimately it is the woman's body. So the man really doesn't have any. The man can say, "I support you. I don't support you," but it's up to the woman to decide. It's always a woman's choice. Bottom line, it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That's my answer, and I'm sticking to it. All right, you guys, thank you for joining me for another wonderful episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm the host with the most. BrooklynDad. Yeah. So anyway, if you gotta go out, I hope you have gotten your shot. If you have not, what the faheezy are you waiting for? Go and get your shot. Make sure you wear a mask. Keep your social distance. 6 feet or better. And have a lovely, relaxing evening. As you know, I will not be here mañana. I will be here on Friday. So I'll be here same time, a same place. I love you all. Peace. Oh, Wilbur, I'm with you 1,000 billion cajillion %. Those were crocodile tears for sure. Boom. Okay, I'm sucking on a dum-dum, and it's cherry. It's cherry. That was an accident because I was reaching for the mystery one. I got the cherry. Oh, dang. Lee Saunders popping in here, reminding me that question was about child support. Oh, God. You know what? In child support, that is up to the man has to have a sense of responsibility about it. I don't know. That is an excellent question. Trump Reaper wants to know how many days without smoking. November 17th will make a full 3 months. So what day is today? Today is the 10th. Yeah, so it's almost 108. Wait. 30. It's almost 90 days. Yeah. Hey! Yes, that's right. Almost 90 days. I think I'm in the clear. Happy Veterans Day tomorrow to all our fellow vets. Thank you for that, Cindy C. Yeah. All right. Last one here. Jamie says she needs to pick my brain on what helped. It was the patch. I had my doctor prescribe me the patch, the nicotine patch, and I did it to the letter, and that's all she wrote. It's free too. All right, you guys. I love you very much, but you know what time it is. You need to leave.